Okay, night scene foliage normal. That's how we're onto the third card. So we're just 2 down onto our third. And as I was saying, because I went round in circles for about a decade, I'm actually probably about 20 years ahead of. I know Greg Burt's done a lot of work on, you know, but I did basically all that work, a lot of that work anyway, in the 80s sort of thing. And I've got slides of me growing pygmies in various soils and things like that. And I've got a lot of stuff on print film. So I've got boxes of negatives. And it's even more expensive now to develop negatives, you know. But I used to send stuff around and send sets off. I used to get multiple sets. And it's almost like I've got to pay all over again, and some, just to re-get the photographs. You know? My mum handed me a whole load of photographs when I went on the student exchange of my tuberous Drosophila that she kept alive while I was overseas. She did that at the weekend, and yeah, I think I'm going to just try and get up to this ridge. I don't think we're going to do any of the other stuff we did today, fellas. It's just going to be this pool, I think. And tomorrow it will probably be... Oh, another one that's still alive. And tomorrow it will be... oh, I can't think. You know, yeah, Blewett Springs 1 to see... As I said, the wet wall doesn't look as wet as I would have liked it to be if I wanted to go back and look for banana, but that will depend on what we find out here, if we find anything. I mean, if we find a standard banana around this thing, well, makes it worthwhile. And oh Jesus, I think we're going to have to plot ourselves a much easier route in, fellas. I do get the impression that maybe coming on the back end of it or something, you know, like it's over there and we're coming around the back of it. I don't know. Just thank God it's not a really, really hot day, because being in boots, it... Oh, here we go. Starting to see a bit of furbage down there. Oh, here's your brachycombs. Oh. Oh, what are these? Solanaceae members or something? Could be. I don't know. Oh, looks like a nice gentle stroll out there somewhere. We can get around this stuff. Oh. Along and down to something. Hopefully. Otherwise we're going to have a long walk back. God, if I had an iPad, I could have just plotted the way back in the way we came. You know, got 3 or 4 GPS coordinates from the footage. I think that's really what's starting to piss us off. He's actively going against improving ourselves, you know. Not even meeting us halfway, you know. Trying to give, when they're not even giving us a Clayton's broadband. They're just hanging on and oh, that's nice against these ones. Oh. Hanging on, putting it off, or we got a budget emergency, and then going over to the Z and say we haven't got one. So, you know, and now we got these sort of Apia giants, smug giants Apia adverts on there. So you got these people walking around, liberals sort of walking. It's almost like walking around like smug giants with little people in the background. And I'm thinking, that's the time to wake up. They're just taking the piss out of you now, you know. But, oh, yeah. I think I'm just going to have to go up to the ridge and down there, fellas. I just can't. Yeah. I would have thought it would have been down there somewhere, and probably is, but I just can't. You know, for all I know, it could be over there. And that almost looks like the thing we walked around, across and around and down to get down here. So if that's so, it should be over there actually. But maybe I've gone too far. I mean, our first idea to walk behind the pond out there, maybe, and when we didn't get anywhere, maybe we were so close we didn't realise. Well, these ones have gone dormant. So yeah, look at that. Gone totally black. Hint, hint. Yeah. That's one thing. I was looking at the fly trap book, and I was looking at the old historical herbarium of pressings of plants from the wild, and looking how black they were. You know, you could say, oh, well, it's just because they've had like, you know, 200 to 300 years in the herbarium. And I'm thinking, no, that's really telling you something. Why they're so black. You know, these are pretty black, but they were really jet black. So, what's in them that's making them black? Hint, hint. Anyway, we'll see how we go, and yeah, I think we did start a new trip, so I think we'll just stop and start a new one from the ridge top or something. But oh gee, I think I've done it again, fellas. They said I don't have the accoutrements of the modern world, basically, because I'm living in Smegging ABBOTTLAND, and the way things are going. Oh wow! Look at the rockage there. Well, you might actually have a bonus coming up this way. We can actually see some sort of rock wall over there. Oh geez, that would be good being on the other side of that. I think we were, but we just. So did we walk in and down and around to this thing here? We totally missed that there. Well, didn't I say I almost felt like I was going to fall off the edge of the mountain sort of thing? Well, okay. Now I'm getting my hopes up. We at least might be able to get ourselves a decent vista that you never know. We might actually see a crop of something growing over there in a wet patch. Because apparently it's supposed to like that sort of situation. Yeah, with its big long petioles hanging out as an overhang, its leaves in the sun, with insects flitting past. Oh, hole there. Hopefully not a snake pit. I wouldn't have thought so. Oh God, fellas, it just goes straight up. That's because you've gone down so far. Yeah. In the gutter looking up, well, if you go down to the gutter you can't really go any lower, can you? Oh, there's always the storm drain, Richard. Always the storm drain. Oh, fuck. It wasn't the snake that killed him, it was the vista. Oh, almost there to get a vantage point. I reckon this is going to be a 12-minute, maybe up to 15. Just getting to the vista. Yeah. Oh, I think it's down there. I think it's down there somewhere, fellas. Oh, I think I'm almost done. I think we had the right idea. Just I don't know. I think that just goes back to that other car park up there. I think we're just it's weird. I think we went in a big long loop around there, down that track down the, to come back to something actually over there. So very illusory without an iPad. Oh, another type of something. Yeah, interesting. I don't have the memory for all this sort of stuff, fellas. Barely have enough memory for CP stuff. Oh, yeah. Geez, that's going to look good coming down on that next season, I reckon. Oh. I'm going to be buggered tonight, fellas. Or through to something. Oh, Jesus, fellas. I think I've missed it or something. Oh. Starting to clip and go down and see where the heck we are. It's either there, because we've gone past it, or it's there because we haven't gone far enough. Oh.